right, full bed of food. All of this was planted late in the summer, relatively speaking, probably in mid-June. Lots of arugula, plenty of beets coming. And in this row, we have a volunteer tomato from my compost. But what I want to show you is something that is a technique in any garden that you can use, which is double real estate, using your real estate twice. In this case, and I'm kind of cleaning it up to show you, I planted initially carrot seeds, which are these small wispy plants right here coming up, and radishes in the same row. The radishes are now ready, like so. That's actually a hailstone radish, and I'm sure it's spicy. And here what's left are the germinated carrot seeds up, and I have 2 rows of food now. Two kinds of food in one row. So here's a carrot that just needs some time to grow, and here's a whole row where I've already removed almost all of the radishes, and you can see over the course of time I'll have carrots to come. If we're at the end of July right now, I'll probably be eating these carrots in late September. I'm also planning ahead to have more carrots planted in the next month or so for the winter season. Here again, I'm going to take out the radish, which is in that row where the carrots are going as well. We'll have some spicy radishes tonight. And I've left behind the baby carrot to mature. So there I have 2 kinds of food in one row. In a 4x4, we can pull off a lot of food in one season. Right now, I have leftover Swiss chard from the winter that was under cold frame and still providing food to me. I have a little bit of sage, also left over from the winter. I introduced bush beans to this bed because I want to invigorate my soil with more nitrogen. So the bush beans are actually going to provide food to me. This is the provider bush bean. They provide throughout an entire growing season versus a one-shot production. They'll keep producing as long as I pick them. A rule for beans: pick them young and pick them often. That's what's going to keep these plants continually striving to rebloom and reproduce more string beans for us. So in one day, I'll probably get a harvest of a small handful and come back out probably a week later and get another small handful. But the point is, they continually come. The advantage with planting large food in the corner is that you can tame and direct its growth. This can be done with pumpkins, this can be done with squash, this can be done with zucchini. Anything that wants to take over in space can actually be planted and positioned in the corner and then drawn out of the bed, as you can see right here. So we'll have our food coming out of the bed and still leave room for some other food back in the bed. Here I have decided to let some things go to seed. These are lettuces that I was eating on all winter and have let come up to a full flower, and as you can see, a bouquet of now drying seed heads. If I crack one of these little pods open, the things that we're going to find inside are identical to the seed packet contents of a black seed Simpson, or in this case, this is actually a dragon lettuce. One of my favorites in this last winter was the Merlot, and I'm a little jealous to have these seeds again. And each of these little pods right now are drying and hardening and providing seeds for me to harvest for next year. This may seem unsightly, but there's certainly a benefit to having the end cycle of your food provide your food for next year. These are strawberries that have been here for 2 to 3 years. And in here I've punched in some onion sets, or baby onion bulbs. And onions and strawberries like to live together. They actually encourage each other. And so by doing that, I actually have 2 kinds of food in the same space again, and they're actually helping each other. This is collaborative planting.